Hello everyone, I'm Alan, also known as McLaren 2009, and welcome back to my assessment of the devastation caused to my recent creations during the second crash test, where I took this ship and crashed it into this ship. In the previous video, I assessed the damage done to the Condor. Now we're going to assess the damage done to the Empress. Thankfully, with the help of the admin tools that I now know how to use, I was able to find this ship, because if you remember from the end of the third part of the video, I originally thought I'd lost this ship forever. As you can see here, I think this is the side that I crashed into. But if you remember the extremely buggy, fucked up video, you'll know that pretty much I crashed into everything. As you can see, it's not just the little bit of damage that was done before. Oh wait, I misspoke. I didn't crash this ship into that one, I crashed this ship into that one. So all the damage should be done to that one. And all the damage for this one should be up here. As you can see, the front end is slightly caved in. But to be fair, that was an open hangar anyway, with the most reinforcement being these blocks right here, which was the added armor to protect the built-in weapon systems. Wouldn't it have added insult to injury if I would have fired those off while I was crashing the ship? That might have made it fun. Anyway, there used to be a door on either side of this, much like that door right there. And it appears the lower half of the hangar bay was completely destroyed, as were most of the forward thrusters. Actually, that appears to be the only thruster left. Oh, no, there's two. Oh, wait, there's more. Now, are those small? Yeah, small thrusters. So this thing couldn't have stopped if it wanted to. But the real question is, what's left of the downward thrusters? All of the hydrogen thrusters appear to be intact, so theoretically it should have been able to hover in the planet's atmosphere. But somehow it just kept falling. No idea why. Maybe I turned off the dampeners by accident. It's really hard to say. Now this appears to be the side that I hit with the first impact. Or maybe it was the other side. You know what, I really don't know. But the damage on the outside is extensive. For being the ship that actually collided with the Condor, it should not look like this. But if you remember from the crash video, nothing about that crash happened correctly. Basically, everything got all kinds of fucked up. Now, up here on the top, there used to be, I think, 8, maybe 10 livable rooms, each pressurized individually. And it made up the observation and, crew deck. As you can see by this, window here, these used to be staterooms. It looks like this might be all that's left of one of them. As you can see, each room had a door, a cargo container, properly piped into the conveyor system. I guess privacy's overrated anyway. And there used to be a nice, clean walkway going up to the bridge. The bridge is no more. There is the control seat where I made my last-ditch effort to save the ship before I finally abandoned it and attempted to delete it and spawn it back in. I was able to spawn it back in, but when I went after the Condor, I lost the location of the Empress. And since it was only saved onto the clipboard, I overwrote it with the Condor, so it got lost then too. And then I was only able to find it again today with the help of admin controls. As you can see by going back into the lower decks, the room that I explored before with the jump drive, it's gone. Well, the jump drive's intact, and since the lights are on still, I'd assume the reactors are still unharmed. I think this goes into what used to be the hangar. Yeah, if it has the... Oh wait, no, this is the back of the ship, so this will be the exit to the platform that I used to come onto the ship. And we'll go up there in a second, if there's time. Go back into the engineering compartment and figure out what's broke in here. Or probably what isn't broke. Somehow, the conveyors are all intact. Basically meaning the interior workings of the ship are well fortified and protected. We still have access to one of the med bays. And it's still connected to the network. So as long as at least one of the oxygen systems are intact, it should be feeding oxygen into the med bays. And if we go in here, you'll notice the assemblers and refineries are still intact, and these are the arc furnaces and oxygen generators, which are still piped into the network and still being fed into the room next door. Alright, while we're in here, the reactors are still unharmed. As you can see, I left this room open from the last crash, and it still broke. Now if we run over here, looks the same in there. This looks like the cargo container. There's only one left. Because I misspoke in the last video and said there was like 4, but clearly that room only holds 1 or 2. But at least it fared better than this one because neither of them are standing. Which means this is the side that got hit in the first impact, and the other damage was caused during the failed ballet of the last crash. But despite the fact that this ship is significantly smaller than the Condor, it is pretty wide, or at least it was before the addition of the catwalks. Or before the removal of the catwalks, I should say. At least we still had enough hydrogen to crash land the ship. Maybe that can come up in a later video. Now let's run up and try to check out the second deck. Okay, there is no second deck. Well, that was fun. Anyway, in spite of everything, I'd say it's pretty well destroyed, and neither one of them are gonna fly ever again. Or at least not until I reload them. Anyway, thanks for watching.